Well, the cannabis retail landscape is taking shape here in Toronto, and it appears that Queen Street West could become a pot-selling hotspot. So the iconic cannabis culture shop here, Friendly Stranger, is planning on getting into the retail game. I'm hearing several business owners in the area have secured leases, and then other spaces for lease, like one just a couple doors down, are apparently getting multiple offers by people who want to sell recreational weed. And tonight we're also learning more about what it will cost to open up shop in April.
It's definitely more expensive. The concept, though, is that the system should pay for itself.
Friendly Stranger, a longtime cannabis culture shop, has been selling bongs, pipes, and other accessories here on Queen West since the early 90s. Co-founder Robin Ellens is hoping recreational weed could soon be on the shelves. The Alcohol and Gaming Commission is in charge of the cannabis licensing process, and here's the breakdown. The retail operator license is $6,000, and for every store you plan on opening, you'll need a retail authorization. That comes at a cost of $4,000 per location. So the first store will set you back about $10,000. Compare that to the $1,055 of applying for a liquor license. Cannabis retail is nearly 10 times the amount. Ellens will be applying to open dozens of stores across the province.
It could definitely make it harder for some mom and pop shops to get going. There's no question about that. But then the other side of that is there's a lot of legal hoops you got to jump through as well. They want to see tax returns for 3 years to show that you're a law-abiding citizen and that you're paying your taxes. They want to make sure that you don't have any criminal records that would affect your ability to apply. They want to make sure that the industry that does develop is a legitimate industry, and there'd be some wild cards in there, and I think some of these stopgap measures they're putting in place will weed them out.
For the individual who was planning on opening a single store, it might seem a little tough, $10,000. But if you think about it, if you look at the security requirements and all the other requirements to build out a retail location to compete with the big guys like Fire and Flower and Tokyo Smoke, you're going to have to spend quite a bit of money anyway, and $10,000 shouldn't be that big of a deal in the long run.
A bit of a different view from U of T professor Mariana Valverde. Over email, she told me small private businesses shouldn't be asked to pay $10,000 for a cannabis sale license, a fee that would only suit a few large McDonald's-style operations. Now, there's no limit to the number of licenses that can be handed out, but a single company is capped at 75 stores. Can the city say no, there's too many pot shops on Ossington?
No. There is no legislation around controlling where they're going to be other than the 150 meters from schools.
Okay, so it's the Alcohol and Gaming Commission that will say you're approved, you're approved, you're approved, you're approved to all these locations in one neighborhood. The city can't say it's oversaturated.
No, they cannot.
Now, we're still waiting to hear from the province about what cannabis retail here in Ontario will look like. Will store owners have to hire security, ban children, black out their windows? All of those are possibilities. Now, the application process begins December 17th. I did reach out to the Alcohol and Gaming Commission. I did not get a response, but the city tells me it takes right now 8 to 12 weeks to approve for a liquor license to be approved, and that the cannabis background checks are much more grueling.